Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. I wanted to share with you another ring technique that I have, a technique card. So this particular one is on eyebrows, and that's just a how-to. I know microblading is big, not that that's something that we teach, but just something that show the students that's in our industry, but just a little ring of index cards that shows them some diagramming of eyebrows. I could use this. I could have one to have at my teacher table when I'm teaching to allow me some ideas and inspirations, show them pictures of how maybe I'll tell them. I'll be teaching the lesson of eyebrow designs. And so we'll go over the diagramming of the different eyebrows, the different steps, how to color it in with what the differences with the pencil and with the powder with the brush, and different techniques and arches and things of the sort to help frame the face. And so then I'll have these inspiration pictures, and I'll say, okay, well now do your partner's eyebrow, or do your own eyebrow, or whatever the class allows for. And then I want you to take a picture like this, and you show me the picture on your phone, and that's your grade, or put it in your portfolio. So those are little inspiration pictures that I have in here randomly, just to show different arches. And again, if I needed to pull this out for the student, this could be a cheat sheet that they can have along with their service cards, and just different techniques of eyebrows, different tips, and again more inspirational photos as well. Those are just various different kinds. One thing that I do teach my students is how to draw the eyebrows. So little images like this, I do have how to start, how to line up the hairs. It's not just a straight line, the arch and then down, how to draw individual hairs, and of course some more diagrams. A lot of it is repetitive. The diagram is the diagram, but just different ways. Maybe one student might understand one diagram better than a different diagram in a different picture per se. They might understand that one instead of understanding that one, and another student it might be vice versa. So just giving the students different options. I do have some blank ones here that I will have in case I wanted to add some later. I do have a board on Pinterest that is already has all of these pictures in, just like the previous contouring technique card video. So I will have the link in the description box below, so you guys can just click on it. It'll take you straight to that Pinterest board, and all you have to do is open up the picture on pick the ones you want or you like, open up the picture and make it bigger. You're going to right click on it and then save as to a file on your computer, wherever you wish to save it, and then print all of those pictures. Again, you can make a big size or you can make a smaller size depending on the index cards that you have, and make your copies. They're better done in color. I've done them in black and white before. The diagramming, black and white, works great, but color not so much. Something like eyebrows where it's pretty basic, it's okay, but if you're doing contouring or eyeshadow diagramming with these technique cards, it's a little bit more difficult because you can't really see the color. You can't really see, it's just shades of gray and black and white, but you can't really see the colors blending or clashing together. So this is definitely great in color. Another one that I'm going to get started, and I haven't, is one for lips. So different lip designs, the 3D lip, just a bunch of different techniques. I'm going to do one for the lips as well. So again, if a student comes in before school, during tutorials, after school, they have nothing else to do, and they just need a quick technique, then I'll have them go to the technique bin and pull out one of these technique cards, and they can practice. And again, just some inspirations here, but they can practice the different eyebrow, drawing it in on themselves. They can choose a picture, try it on themselves or on their partner, if a student gets done early, if they have an incentive, they've worked hard for that week and they have a salon day or a free day for themselves, not necessarily for a client, but for themselves. I have them, instead of just doing their own hair or just always doing their hair, I have them pull out a technique card, and then they can practice a new technique, so that way they're learning something. And I'll walk around, or if I need to pull students aside, I can work with those students, and the other students that are done or good to go, they can work on these techniques. A lot of the times, all of the times actually, I have them take the pictures, so they can put those in their portfolio, and then also have them share it on social media, so they can start showing their friends how good they are and how good they're progressing with their techniques. So that way, when it comes time for them to work in a salon, their friends will, remember those pictures in their portfolio that they posted on social media, and possibly become their clients one day. So anyway, so this is my technique card for my eyebrows, and then I'll be making one for the lips. I do have one for eyeshadow, different makeup looks just for inspiration. I have one for nails, and then spa services like home facials, kitchen facials, and then I have one for hairstyles as well. So you can it's super easy to do, super cheap, and it's very inexpensive, just costs you the ink. That's what it'll cost you more. This is what's more expensive, but if you do small pictures on your computer, then it saves you a little bit more money. If you do bigger pictures, then of course you're wasting a little bit more ink. But super easy to do. It's lifesaver. Sometimes you just take the ring and just, if you have, this is a pack of 100 index cards, so if you go ahead and do them all 100, then sometimes I'll just, the beginning of a lesson, or if I just need a quick minute to work with the student, or I'm not ready to get started, or I just need a minute, I'll pull these out, hand them all out, one card per person, and tell them to do it on themselves, do it on their partner, sketch it out on the diagram sheet, do it on the mannequin, whatever the case may be. So these are lifesavers for the teacher in case you need a quick, fast, easy lesson. You can make it fun in many ways, but they work really great. So again, I'll be laminating these double holes so that it's nice and sturdy, and then I might put it in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't get all gross like the ones that I had before, and then I just put a rubber band so they don't go all crazy all over the place on me. So take good care of them. They will last you a long time, and they have tons of value to them. So hopefully you like this. Hopefully you'll get some done for your classroom, because trust me, they come in handy and the students love them. They'll just go to the bin, sometimes without even asking. They'll be done with their work, their vocabulary work. They'll go to the bin. They have permission. As long as they're working on a technique, they have permission. They go to the bin, they pull a card out. They might take it out of the ring, they might not, and they start working on it. So it's something that first you get them started and get them, going, following your direction on it. But once they have the direction and they know what to do and how these technique cards work, they just do it on their own. And then you'll notice, or one of my students, she started doing that, except for she would do let's say this was the lip that she did. She would take a picture of that on her Instagram, and then she would print her Instagram photos on that little camera, the little like Polaroid, old school. She had one of those. She would print it, and then she'd put it on a little index card, and then that was like her portfolio, her lookbook. So when she would do clients, she would show them her work, and then they would flip through and say, oh, I like this one. And so she would do that one on that. On the back, I had told her, because sometimes she would say, oh, I forget how to do it. I told her, well, on the back, just write your steps of what you did, or what colors, or any little notes. So the index cards that have the lines are great, but if you do that just for your student, just make sure they don't laminate it, or if they do laminate it, then you have to write in permanent marker, so that way it doesn't rub off. But other than that, these are great. They're great for the students, just like the service cards. These are awesome for the students to have in their toolbox, so in case they forget how to do where to measure the eyebrow, how to put them in. These are awesome, awesome, awesome. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I will put a link to this in the description box below, where I have shape the face or arch the face or something. I forgot what it's called, but I will put the description below of the Pinterest album where you can find all of these pictures. All you have to do is select the ones you want and print them out. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.